Let me ask you a question. What are you afraid of? That's a real simple question to answer. Are you afraid of something? Do you live your life in fear? Are you afraid or in fear that your husband might find something better than you and leave you? Are you in fear that your wife might find something better and leave you? Do you live in fear that the world's going to end? Do you live in fear that it's all over for mankind? It's a wrap. The human race is finished as we know it. Or do you live in fear? Do you never take the step? Do you always procrastinate? You say you want to do something, you say you're going to do something, but then something, and you don't know what the something is, always stops you from doing it. Fear. I mean, I know a lot of people in this planet who want to do a lot of different things and they have great ideas, but they are afraid to do it based on what other people think. So I'm going to tell you this from your man's V. If you live for people's opinions, that's going to make you their slave. So don't live for people's opinions. Who cares what people have to say about you or think? Lord knows I don't, because I'm on here talking to y'all. And I don't. Man, look, I just don't have fears that most people have. And I realize that not everybody's going to be like me. You probably didn't have the experiences I've had in life. But I want to share with you the impact of chronic fear, in case you didn't know. Your physical health. Fear weakens your immune system and can cause cardiovascular damage and gastrointestinal problems such as ulcers and irritable bowel syndrome. Fear can cause these things, which is crazy. And decrease fertility, ladies and gentlemen. Fear can cause decreased fertility. It can lead to accelerated aging. I don't know why I'm getting all these wrinkles. Are you living in fear of something might happen? And a lot of you parents out there got some badass kids running the street, doing God knows what, and acting a fool, and you're living in fear of what might happen to him. Every other day, cops calling your house or something crazy like that. Fear. Again, and I get it. As a parent, you don't want nothing to happen to your child, but you can't control them. When they turn 18, they're going to do whatever they want to do. Then, some parents might hear that and say, not till they get out of my house. Okay. All right. And then they turn 21 and do whatever they want to do. And at that point, they might just get out of your house. Fear, though. Fear can cause so many different problems for people. It's crazy. I mean, I talked one time about stress and all that, but fear is crazy because it can mess up your memory, your brain processing, long-term memories, cause damage to certain parts of the brain. It can make up for more difficult things. I mean, fear is crazy, man. So do you live your life afraid? You afraid of the dark? Afraid of people? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid to take that next step in order to get what you want and be where you want to be in this life that we live? Are you? I heard a long time ago somebody say self-talk creates reality. People talk to themselves, but they always go over their head talking to themselves about the things that they fear. They never really talk positive to each other, because let's face it, negativity is the most addictive thing in the planet. Everybody want to know what happened to so-and-so, or how they fell down, or how they got shot at, and how they got killed, or how, everybody want to hear the negativity, bro. It's like a fruit that everybody wants to taste when they know they shouldn't. Everybody wants it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can do something positive, right? And they'll bring that up. And people will go, oh, that was nice that he did that. But they'll never say it to him, and they'll never bring it up. But the moment you do something negative, I already knew. You know how he get down. You know how, even if it ain't true, I've been a victim of that too. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm telling y'all about today is don't live your life in fear if you can help it. Find something to believe in, man. Believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's people out here who tell me they believe in God, but they don't believe in themselves. I know Christians who live and die by the Bible, but they don't really believe in themselves. They don't really think they can do it. Their confidence isn't where it needs to be. Now, according to Scripture, I'm just saying, Christians should be thinking on a super high level. Muslims should be thinking on a super high level. I don't care if you're Indian, any type of religion. They all kind of have the same silver lining, if you know what I'm saying. Super high level of confidence. But you'll speak to some of these people and they're not following what it says in the book. Clearly not. God tells you not to fear nothing. You're one of his children. The Quran tells you the same thing. All these books. I don't care what book you read. It's all about believing in yourself. And self-talk does create reality, you know. They'll tell you positive affirmations, but a lot of people feel weird sitting in the mirror telling themselves, I love myself. I think I'm the greatest of all. I think I can do it. I believe in myself. You know, people have a problem doing that. So we sit back in awe at the people who do. You know what I'm saying? And I just want you to eliminate the fears in your life, man. You know, keep telling yourself you're going to do something, be something, write it down and follow it. Always write it down too, man. You know, put that pen on that paper, that pencil on that paper and write it down. And tell yourself where you want to be in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, the end of the year. You know, you've been thinking about investing, buying real estate, investing in stocks, cryptocurrency, whatever that may be. I don't know what what's drawing you in. Don't sit around and watch TikToks all day and watch the people who are doing it and say, yeah, I've been thinking about doing that. And then 2 months go by and, I was just about to get into that. And the 4th month go by, you watch about 2,000 videos and you're like, yeah, I'm about to get up on that. Yo, me and my man was just talking about that. And you still didn't do nothing. Nah. Try to surround yourself with go-getters. People who are doing something, you know what I'm saying? They're making moves. You've heard it on the internet 1,000 times. You put yourself in a room full of billionaires, you're more likely to become one because you start following their rules and patterns. It's like that. You sitting at the bar farting and belching with a bunch of bums. The results are going to be you farting and belching with a bunch of bums. That's what it's basically going to be. So I get why they have these certain groups out here, these religious groups and these fraternal organizations. I know why, because when you unite with a bunch of like-minded individuals, things get accomplished, and I like that. So I get it. Everybody's always worried about who's worshiping this and doing what and that, and just stop with the fear. Stop with the fear, y'all. Nobody out here trying to scare you. And you guys out there who are trying to rule people through fear, you're wrong. You shouldn't be sitting here trying to live a righteous marriage and you got your wife scared to death every time you come home because you're going to smack the plate away because it was too hot. Or you're going to punch in the eye because it was too hot. You ain't going to have a happy marriage if every day you come home and you complaining about what your husband was doing, where you at, and where you been, and what time did you do this, and what time you do that. You so insecure you don't know what. Nobody, you can't have nothing happy doing that every day. Being worried about what somebody else gonna do. It's insecurities at its finest. But that's a whole nother video, insecurity. Right now we're just gonna talk about fear. I can easily say to y'all, stop being afraid, but that ain't gonna help you. So, it's up to you. You gotta keep talking to yourself. You gotta tell yourself that you're not afraid. You're gonna take the step no matter if you fall, slip, bump your lip, don't matter. You're just gonna keep doing it. Because fear is going to limit you in this life. We only got one life. We only got a certain amount of time, and it's not promised, man. It's not promised to any of us. So take advantage of it. It's your boy V. Just giving y'all a little something to think about. Eliminate fear.